Everybody ready? Get the show on the road!
Doesn't even show up on the GPS. Is unworthy of global positioning.
That's the whole point. Get off the grid, right?
Hello? I'm thinking this thing doesn't take credit cards.
Sign says closed.
We're looking for, what's it called?
Tillerman Road.
Not to get you there, getting back. That's your concern.
Oh, this is awesome.
Whoa, no way.
The lambs have passed through the gate. They are come to the killing floor.
Let's get this party started!
I seriously believe something weird is going on.
What is that thing?
We have to stay together. This isn't right. We should split up.
Yeah, good idea.
Really?
We gotta get out of here.
Somebody sent those things here to get us.
You're missing the point. They want to see us punished.
I think I can get it to go down.
Do we want to go down?
You never get that taste out of your mouth. You never get the paw print out of the hen house now, and you can't go back the same way you came. Round all the pieces up, but they just don't get the same. White knuckles. Maybe it's not so
Podcast listeners, you have to make the choice of your own free will. Otherwise, the system doesn't work. Yeah, we rig the game as much as we need to, but in the end, if you don't listen, you can't be part of the 2025 Fine Movies, Fine Spirits spooky season, which officially kicks off with the 2011 horror comedy, The Cabin in the Woods. You want a monster movie? How about a movie with just about every monster you can think of? But thankfully, I'm not going into my cousin's cabin alone. I'm here with my usual archetypes for our ritual sacrifice. First up, we have the Fool. And yes, I think I see he's got a husband's bulge right now. My pal, David.
What?
How are you doing and what are you drinking, my friend? And
I'm just drinking vodka, soda water.
vodka. Very good.
But I'm doing okay. I've had a couple of good days in a row here, so
That's-
not bad. Excited for this movie.
String them together, baby. String them together. That's all you can do. And next up is a man who maybe he considers himself the scholar. Maybe he's actually the director himself, or maybe just another fool. A man who looks back on the good old days when you could just throw a girl in a volcano. My pal Christopher, how are you doing this evening, and what are you drinking?
Doing well, Michael. I am drinking a Run Wild IPA, as those
Because
monsters run wild when
they
they
do.
lift up the doors. Athletic IPA, non-alcoholic.
athletic.
You know, side note, I noticed. So when I used to drink, every single day, I would wake up and I'd wake up the next morning and be like, I only had a couple. Sorry to get sidetracked already,
No,
but
this is-
I only had a couple, but I have like a terrible headache, or I feel like shit. I just feel like shit. So you would think not drinking, you'd feel like $1 million, but it's
Nope.
not the case. I wake up and I'm like, holy shit,
you're
why
just sober.
why would someone not drink? like John Morris said. What are you drinking, Michael?
I am drinking a Sutter House Sweet Red, much like the blood of sacrificial teens, which was just in my fridge. Another red wine. This is a sweet one.
Sacrificial tea?
Yum, yum, yum. Like,
Please
blood
don't
that
ever do
flows.
that again.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yes.
This movie, The Cabin.
Excellent.
in the
Excellent.
Woods.
Love it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since probably 2012, 2011. And
I vaguely remember it too, to be honest with you. Vaguely remember. So it was like watching it for the first time again.
I just remember.
So what's funny is, I'm sorry, you saw it in the movies?
I didn't see it in the movies. No, I saw it on DVD. And before I was podcasting for movies, just watched a movie randomly. And I just remember being like, this is not at all. I did not.
When you watched movies.
When I watch movies just for fun. I thought it was, it's going to be one of these classic throwbacks. And that's what I think they wanted you to think it was going to be.
Right.
A slasher movie. And it was pretty much anything. Well, it pretended to be a slasher movie.
Yes. So I saw it for the first time like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I heard people raving about it, but I didn't know what it was about specifically either. I thought I would confused it with, what was the other cabin movie?
Oh, there was the knock at the cabin.
Not the recent one. There was Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever.
That
was the
I honestly didn't know
Eli Roth movie.
Yep. Yes. So I honestly didn't know exactly what to expect. I'll have you'll go over the stats and the director and everything, but I was like, I just enjoyed it so much. It was just so funny and inventful, and just actually well written. The dialogue so funny. But then also like horrific monsters. It was great. It definitely qualifies in the horror Halloween season genre, right?
Absolutely. David, you put down your other phone to spend time with us?
I'm looking at some stats. I actually loved the guys in The Office, the guys that were in control of it all. I thought they were the best.
Yeah.
They were that.
Way to jump the gun. Yeah.
Goddamn.
I'm not jumping the gun, but
we're just asking for your, you.
I thought it was a very entertaining movie.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed every bit of it. So yes, it was a great movie.
Good.
Was I scared? Was it like a scary fucking psychological mind fuck? No, it was a really good movie. It's a
So
good horror movie.
I'm going to go through the stats right now. The Cabin in the Woods. It officially was released in 2012, but it was in some festivals in 2011. Actually filmed in 2009 for a 2010 release. All kinds of financial issues kept delaying it. Then all of a sudden, Chris Hemsworth becomes Thor, and now all of a sudden they find money to release.
Is that what happened?
This and Red Dawn. He was in Red Dawn. They both filmed those. He got Red Dawn off of this, and they both ended up getting kind of delayed. And then Thor comes out, and all of a sudden, let's put these movies out.
He's great in this. Yep,
he's great. Written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, who they worked together on a ton of TV shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Drew Goddard wrote a bunch of episodes of Lost, so you can see kind of that mystery, that it has that same kind of feel. And directed by Drew Goddard. It's starring a bunch of people that maybe you recognize some of them: Kristen Connolly, Chris Hemsworth, of course, Anna Hutchinson, Fran Kranz, who was just in Donnie Darko, Jesse Williams, probably best known for Grey's Anatomy, of course, with Bradley Whitford and Richard Jenkins.
Yes, we know those two.
Two best characters.
Two best actors.
Just so funny.
They've been in multiple fine movies that we've done.
Yep. The Fool was great too. Who played that guy?
That was Fran Kranz. He was the clown in Donnie Darko. Yeah, he's been in like Joss Whedon had him in some of
you
his
mentioned
TV
that
shows.
Yeah, he's in Always Sunny. I told you he was in the.
That's
he
right.
was the lab technician who wanted to see their poop. The who pooped the bed episode, and they were like, "Didn't you tell us?" He goes, "No, I just wanted to play with it." But yes, that guy's great.
That guy's always funny. So it's got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 92% for a critic score and a 74% audience score. Metacritic score of 72, and on a budget of $30 million, because you realize it doesn't feel like a big budget movie, but they had to make all those digital effects and all those monsters. It only made 40 million at the US box office, 70 million completely worldwide. So it probably made its money back. And I'm sure it did well on DVD. I didn't actually, that was still the time where people were renting and buying DVDs. It was like right pre of streaming. It wasn't nominated for any Academy Awards.
Yeah, we're not talking Oscars. You don't need to give us the
nothing there.
The what the horrors, the scaries. Is that it? What kind of asshole fans would just like the Popcorn Square say, I give it a thumbs down. You know,
I can't imagine watching this movie and not being like
30% of the people,
surprised.
30% of the people said, you know, either yes or no. No.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
Right.
It seems crazy to me, but so like I said, I didn't know what it was about. I hadn't watched the trailer, which seems to be now a theme, obviously. But go ahead.
I see trailers now. I'm like, fuck, I can't even send it to him because he's not going to watch it.
Right. Don't you enjoy the movie more when you?
I don't know. There's not many movies where I don't watch the trailer.
Right. But yes.
But
So
I don't think the trailer for this movie. I don't think the trailer.
I think that it ruins it. Yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't watched the trailer in a long time, but I think they deliberately avoided anything that gave that away. Like gave away the quote unquote, corporate, basically entity that's been put in place to, do these sacrificial rituals.
Yes, the whole Truman Show aspect of it.
Yes.
It's like the horror version of the Truman Show. But right, Bradley Whitford and Richard Jenkins.
All he wanted to see was a merman.
Funny. So funny. That is just brilliant. Though that's how he dies, and
I mean that whole we can talk about favorite scenes if you want real quick, but
yes,
my favorite scenes when they thought everyone was dead.
The roll with the changes, REO Speedwagon.
And REO Speedwagon comes
oh my god, it's so great.
And everyone's excited. I'm like, this is fucking hysterical.
As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of. My cup is on the table, my love is feeling, waiting here for you to take and drink of. So if you're tired of the same old story.
And in the background is just brutality happening, and no one's even paying attention.
See it was so great. Hysterical. Yeah, I'm going to mention that. Let me bang out the plot real quick, right? Which is very. I usually do Wikipedia. I did this on my own, just thinking of it.
It's just a great.
Because Wikipedia is too broken. I'm like, I want to make it shorter than than that. So I just put, in order to appease the gods who ruled the world at one time. That is what happened, right?
Yeah.
There's a secret organization that coordinates the sacrificing of humans yearly by manipulating a group of them who are put in a situation where they're killed off by monsters which they unwittingly choose. Happens in every country. The Americans chosen are a group of 5, which are spending a weekend in a cabin in the woods. They end up choosing hillbilly zombies.
That's not fair. I had zombies too.
Yes, you did. Yes, you had zombies. But this is zombie redneck torture family, see? They're entirely separate species. Like the difference between an elephant and an elephant seal.
Who arrive and end up killing all but Dana and Marty, who was thought to be killed but somehow survived. It was because of the weed he smoked,
weed was
right?
making him immune.
They make their way back to the underground lab and release the monsters who murder the employees who coordinate the sacrifice every year.
So great.
After Dana almost kills Marty, they end up surviving, which will end humankind.
Giant evil gods.
I wish I could have seen it.
I know. That would have been a fun weekend.
We see the starts to happen with the giant hand bursts up and smashes everything.
I love those kind of endings where it's just like everything's done, it's over, they lost, and
well, it's also like I was just thinking about this as you guys were talking. Like you would think that before, like obviously Helmsworth his career did not take off. So if it did take off, obviously they wouldn't have killed him so quickly. And so
right. At that
the
point,
way he dies is so
it
hilarious.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big hero jump and he just hits the wall.
Don't hold back.
Never do.
So you were talking about the scene where they were all partying. I wrote down like two of this.
I can literally see you and your friends just doing that, like as you're fucking watching someone brutally being murdered.
He starts to give this heartfelt speech. He's like, she had such heart.
I'm actually rooting for this girl. She's got so much heart. You think of all the pain and the...
Tequila is my lady! My lady! Come on in, guys. Come on in. You're welcome. Tequila from darkness. There is light.
Tequila is my lady. he gets sidetracked.
It's just like any other job.
Yes. Yeah.
But and the whole grand scheme of things, I'm like, all right, this is all bullshit. This is obviously it's not real. They're just doing this to fucking have
fun.
Right.
You think they're just like it's a prank thing or something.
Crazy society that's just having fun with these 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how they do the little, they release the gas and it causes Helmsworth to not think clearly. It's like we all have to separate. But I even love the blonde girl, his girlfriend, and
they messed with her hair dye. What? Oh yeah, David. What? Sorry.
So hot though, and when she was making out that wolf. Oh my god.
David Hot Alert. Repeat. This is a David Hot Alert. This is not a test.
Mikey, did you get a big chop or what?
I got the little red dog dick.
Oh God! When the two of them were talking right away, when she said, he said, where did you learn that? And she's like, I learned it from watching you. They did the old.
Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Drugs commercial. I don't know what they were talking about. The scene with Bradley Whitford also, besides the great scene at the end when they're when they're all partying, but also the scene with when he's when he has the guy on speakerphone, the guy from the gas station.
Yeah, the Harbinger.
Yes, the Harbinger.
Cleanse the world of their ignorance and sin. Bathe them in the crimson of... Am I on speakerphone?
No, absolutely not. Speakerphone, no, I wouldn't do that.
Yes, I am. I can hear the echo.
Oh my God, you're right. Hang on 1 second, I'll take you off.
That's rude. I don't know who's in the room.
Fine, there. You're off.
Thank you. Don't take this lightly, boy. It wasn't all by your numbers. The fool nearly derailed the invocation with his insolence. The Ancient Ones see everything, and they will not be... I'm still on speakerphone, aren't I?
Oh my God, Mordecai!
And he starts going off on how
like
crazy, warning. He's like, "Am I a speaker again?" And they're all dying.
But I like that they planned it even with like they said they gave her the hair dye. The hair dye would slowly make her ditzy.
Yeah, but what did my question is, what did Richard Jenkins actually say to the girl that survived? Like,
did he say kill her? Kill him?
No, she said kill him.
Yeah. He meant kill the guy.
Kill the guy.
Yes,
he meant to save. He was going to die. Richard Jenkins knew he was, but he's like, kill him to save civilization.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mikey, Dave, would you kill Mikey if
yes,
the situation
with the movie?
Fucking question. I would put a bullet in.
Yeah.
If you just say
Mikey,
kill him, just to kill him.
Dave just shoots him, and Dave just shoots him, and they're like, "What are you doing? He doesn't need to die."
You killed the zombie, Mikey. Oh, he was a zombie.
We were telling you to shoot the werewolf.
What was that from, Mikey?
That's
what
the
was
Simpsons. That was the zombie Flanders.
Hey, Simpson, I'm feeling a mite peckish. Mind if I chew your ear?
Dad, killed the zombie Flanders.
He was a zombie?
You didn't even have to say if. You just say, "Would you kill Mike?" Yes.
But it was that was a great ending, though. Like that whole, it was a pretty tense.
Yeah, it was dark. It was
there.
great. Yeah, she was great. She had a great cameo. But the whole surveillance thing is, pretty prescient. Did I just use the word prescient?
I think you did.
Prescient on our predictive of
I forgot
our current state.
Like I forgot some aspects of the movie, so I was expecting the Jesse Williams character to be part of it, like almost be like, this is the plan. This is what, like, because he was the new guy coming in, they didn't really know him, and I was like, oh, I think he turns on them. Nope, completely wrong. He died, just like almost everyone else.
Yeah, and I what?
No, good.
I was going to say I thought the monsters were great.
That's what I was going to say. That
pretty
fucking
horrific.
giant monster was fucking scary as fuck. The guy in the
There
woods.
was so many of them. That was, I mean, when they all came in the lab too.
They did all the like you see almost like the Pennywise clown.
Oh, there was the strangers.
The strangers,
the
girl
from the ring.
Hellraiser, the guy with almost like Clive Barker with the puzzle.
But they were horrific. They just seeing the blood, seeing the people get mutilated.
When the girl's in the woods, the hot chick in the woods, Christian.
Yes, back to that, David. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That
and
guy
they're all
that
watching.
Killed them. Killed her.
Yeah.
He was terrifying.
Yeah.
He was scary.
Of course.
But of course, while they're watching, Bradley Wood's like, "Come on, boobies."
Okay, baby, let's see some boobies.
Show us the goods.
Does it really matter if we see
We're not the only ones watching, Ken.
Gotta keep the customer satisfied. You understand what's at stake here.
Yes.
And they're all staring, waiting. Like there's just guys at work watching the screen.
Well, they're doing this.
Yeah, it's so funny that the other line from Bradley Whitford and Jenkins was he goes, remember we could just throw a girl into a volcano, and he goes, how old do you think I am?
Because they've been doing that for so long.
He is a great actor too. Like he is
both of them, yeah.
Great. They're both great characters.
I really think they're both great, right? Especially Richard Jenkins. I think he won.
When when the girls in Japan, they conquer the evil, and he's like, "Fuck you." I read in the I don't know if the IMDb trivia, they said the Japan was obviously a reference to The Ring. Stockholm was referencing The Thing, John Carpenter. They said the Madrid appears to be this is all people guessing, appears to be referencing Dracula, and some other thing was referencing King Kong. I mean, they basically took every stereotype,
a hodgepodge
of ghosts and just everything, werewolves. It was such a and it's like they have to decide what monster they use, but once that happens, it's like they nudge it along, but then
the tropes of all horror movies. But if they don't what do they say? If they don't transgress, they can't be punished.
No, they have to make the choice of their own free will. Otherwise, the system doesn't work. It's like the Harbinger. It's this creepy old fuck. Practically wears a sign, "You will die." Why do we put him there? The system. They have to choose to ignore him, and they have to choose what happens in the cellar. Yeah, we rig the game as much as we need to, but in the end, they don't transgress.
They can't be punished.
And even the Virgin didn't have to die. She just had to suffer.
Right.
So they were like, well, she's suffering enough.
You should have been drinking tequila. Tequila is my lady.
The best part of the movie is all the stuff in the corporation. I mean, I love.
Look at Dave. I'm getting distracted by Dave.
I'm just trying to ignore
with Andrew in his face.
Like all the stuff that happened to them was, fun, but it was all the stuff in the, business, all the stuff down there.
That was my favorite part
throughout the movie, and at the end when they see the button and they release everybody, and you just expect it, and all the doors open up, and the guy's like, "Oh shit!"
Has Andrew seen that? Yeah. Has Andrew seen that movie?
Cabin in the Woods. Yeah. You like it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, he's a moron.
Asshole.
He really is. I'm kidding, Andrew.
There's a giant snake. I don't know if there's a giant shark in it.
I know. I wouldn't be surprised. But highly entertaining. Oh, did we run our course of that movie?
I think we ran it.
So as
so
far
much
as
I think, look at first of all, let's rate the deaths real quick. What was the most gruesome death of this entire movie?
the gruesome. Well, I mean, to the
are we counting?
to the-
Are we
to the
counting the
people.
people at the end?
Yeah, all of them.
I mean,
Anyway,
one
what
guy
was
got
rank 'em?
that young guy got disemboweled. The black guy that was like the guard who was kind of like in it
Yeah.
but not into it as much. And I think he was in The Shield or something. I remember him.
He
from
looked familiar. I don't know if he was in the Shield.
The guy who got his guts ripped out. That was pretty bad. Yeah.
His
Yeah,
fucking-
there's.
You're driving getting chained to the neck.
That was bad to get ripped out.
Oh yeah, the the merman.
Oh, come on.
Merman was the best.
That with his blowhole squirting blood. That thing was horrifying in any other movie.
But
That's
what
what
did he say when that thing killed him? He said,
He's like, oh, for
Mikey
fuck's
just said, he
sake,
said,
right?
"Oh yeah, oh you got to be
Something-
kidding me,"
yeah.
or something.
fucking great. Those
You
two
want it.
really were the best part of the movie.
Oh, it just made
Best.
They were.
just the way they were taking bets on everything. And like, nope, this is zombie. These are zombie hillbillies. Very different
yeah.
species.
But okay, but again, and then going to the,
the
ending
intern
though,
one.
that fucking massive creature coming out of the ground.
Yeah, it
and
made
just
us feel like
destroying
this giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, it actually was a real thing. You really didn't know if it was real or not. Like, is this really just fucking like this is
Yeah, but
whatever?
you see throughout, like, you're like, oh, they're actually killing them. Then you see throughout they're doing this, pulling a switch and sending blood somewhere. You're like, and they keep
Even
talking
well,
about downstairs.
But
This,
even the dialogue with the two at the end, the virgin and the fool. I'm
Oh, they
so
were just
sorry
like-
I almost killed you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. She's bleeding out because she got attacked by a werewolf.
it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I let a werewolf.
They
attack
they
you.
would just as long as we did the right thing and let's fuck it,
Yep,
know,
they're like,
let's end the world.
Yeah. She
You
was hot
did.
too, actually. I don't know which one was
Like-
hotter. Which one was hotter?
You have to decide right now, David.
I think the
I
virgin
think
was
she
hotter.
was.
I
think she was.
I
too.
agree.
Although
David.
she said she wasn't a virgin. They
But
said
I-
we have
but-
to, we have to work with what we have.
Yeah, that's true.
Sigourney
Maybe
Weaver said
just
that,
a
right?
tip. Maybe
I
just
was-
a tip.
Sure. Jesus Christ. When I first heard the voice, I'm like, that's somebody. I don't know who that is, but that's somebody. And then, of course, we see Sigourney at the end.
Sigourney or Dave was pretty hot too, though.
I
She
think we
was.
have. I think we've run our
Is
course
it
now.
a
We're just
first
going
hat
around.
trick. First hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But talk about have you guys watched any Halloween
No.
movies? I know Dave must have watched
Sorry.
October 1st. Must have watched it like 5 times, right?
I think I watched The Shining. Yeah. What else did I watch?
I watched The Cabin in the Woods.
Does Maeve like?
Kevin-
Yep. You kicked it off.
Me?
Did Maeve like The Shining?
She did, but she didn't like the blood scene. Blood pouring
Yeah, I
out
don't
of her.
blame her.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
Wow.
good. Get
I was
her.
only half kidding.
No, she's an evil one. That one. I'm not gonna lie, she's evil. She called her mother
We
fat
watched-
this week.
Papa,
that's
can we watch Human Centipede?
She asked her mother for money, and then Emily's like, "No." She's like, "You're fat," and she ran out of the room. I'm
What
not
the-
kidding.
Wow, that ain't right.
Starting them young.
The bitch. I'll give her that.
Just don't show her The Exorcist yet, please.
I will
least
not.
just
I will
Give
not
her
do
2
that.
years. But she has watched the Omen. Is that the one she watched? Dave?
She watched The Omen?
Watched, no,
Wow.
she watched Poltergeist with me. That's a good movie. That's a very underrated.
Yeah, it
movie.
can get pretty scary.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have a moratorium on 80s movies for 2 months.
It's
2
Why?
months.
I don't know.
Because,
It's just
because,
the
because
board.
you're obsessed with the 80s. You're obsessed with the 80s.
What movies am I obsessed with in the 80s?
Our last movie, and then the movie that you wanted to do next. Every movie you want to do is from the 80s.
Well, our last movie wasn't from the 80s, unfortunately.
I mean, 2 movies ago.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, I came
Oh,
in to correct
Well,
things.
let's be honest. We're not going to do
It's a whole decade.
We are going to do a lot of good Halloween movies. This was a start of Halloween, but
Yes,
not
Mikey's going to
Halloween.
mention our next one in a minute, but I was going to say we watched, just happened to be next in our Adam Sandler-thon was Hubie. Which
I watched Hubie.
Aiden
I
rated a
watched-
9. I gave it an 8. But Mikey, what are we doing next?
Next time, we're staying in spooky season. We're doing a movie that I never heard of until Chris sent me the trailer the other day. A trailer he probably didn't watch himself before seeing the movie.
That's correct.
From 2023, the premise on IMDb says nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree, as we are going to be watching and talking about Strange Darling.
Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Over and over I keep
I don't know. This is all on Chris. The weight of this movie falls on Chris.
I'll take it. I'll take that weight.
I'm excited to be spookified. But that's next time. Until then, you can find us on Blue
Mikey's
Sky.
in his parents' room.
You can find me in my parents'
You can
room.
find Mikey in the corner of his parents'
You
room.
can find me snuggling.
With a lit cigarette.
The hardest part is they have a Craftmatic adjustable bed. So if my dad puts his head up and my mother doesn't, I'm in the middle of them. Like one shoulder's up, one shoulder's down, and I can't really lie down properly. It's really uncomfortable.
Keep that in. Keep that in. That's what she said.
You can find us on Blue Sky at Fine Movies. Just Fine Movies. I don't remember. You can find us on Instagram at Fine Movies, Fine Spirits. And of course, you can find every episode at fansnotexperts.com. Christopher,
Please tell your
before
friends.
we shut up, Christopher. Oh yeah, please tell your friends. He's right. Are there any parting words from you before we head off into the next spooky season?
No parting words. Just click on that Spotify playlist of Halloween that Mikey has in the show notes.
Oh, I'll put that in the show notes.
Wait,
I've contributed to it, so I'm very excited. Please
Excellent.
check out that Halloween.
I actually
playlist.
enjoyed that the Iron Maiden song.
Oh, that. Yeah, but there's another contribution.
I know.
Contribution.
No, I'm just saying it fits in the
Of course.
Fear of the Dark.
It's a classic.
Hard legs.
Yep.
David, as your son interrupts us once again, are there any parting words?
Shouldn't he be
from
out tonight?
you?
It's like it's Thursday night.
He probably has to work
at like 4 in the
He's
morning.
going to work in a couple hours.
Oh.
Any
He's a
parting
beast.
words from you, David?
Don't get married unless you mean it. How's that?
We talk about great movies while drinking. We talk about great movies while drinking. Yeah, we talk about great movies while drinking. And we feel fine.
You just look. You look like you like seen some shit.
You catch our parents?
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh yeah. did
Yeah.
you-
Oh God.
You walk in on them in the living room.
what
No.
happens behind the shower curtain stays behind the shower curtain.
Ugh, please.
Fans not experts.